Okay, Viper's Videos back out in the barn today. Nice sunny day. I'm going to do a very quick review, sort of a re-unboxing. I've already unboxed this once, but I haven't shot it or done anything other than just look it over and dry fire it and such. The Dan Wesson 715 CO2 6-inch. This is the BB revolver. You probably, if you follow my channel at all, you can see I had some extensive experience with the steel gray pellet version of this, with the whole barrel fiasco and everything. But if you remember the beginning of the first video, I talked a lot about trying to decide if I wanted this one or the steel gray one, and I chose the steel gray one because it was the pellet version and this was BB. But anyway, I had so much trouble with the pellet version as far as at the time not being happy with it. I'm happy with it now because of course I made a new barrel, but I bought this one in the interim before I made the barrel. And I'm pretty happy with the way this one looks. Actually, after seeing the accuracy of the pellet version, I thought this one couldn't be any worse as a BB, but we'll find out. The cartridges are a little different. Styrofoam. Cartridges are a little different than the pellet version in that you've got this little bit of rubbery plastic up front, where the pellet version is all metal all the way down. And in the pellet one, you get a little rubbery insert you put the pellets into, where these in the BB version you load from the front. So it's interesting, it blasts the air through there. Not quite sure why they did it that way, but they did, so very interesting. All right. Take it out. Like I said, I've already taken it out, but it fits pretty tight in there. The finish on this one, I wasn't quite as happy with as the steel gray one. Actually, this is kind of jagged. It's actually really scratchy, like it was unfinished, and the overall finish, which you probably can't tell in this lighting, it's kind of milky and faded in some areas. But overall, it looks really nice. I mean, it's a nice all metal replica pistol. And here's where it says that it takes BBs compared to the other one that takes pellets. The overall fit and finish on the action isn't quite as good on this one as it is on the pellet version, but again, you got a lot of different parts that have all different tolerances, but I mean, it functions smooth enough. But surprisingly, that steel gray pellet version it's really, really smooth. This one's just a little bit more loose and rattly and so on. But the only way I would know that is if I had another one to compare it to. So this is a smoothbore barrel, and again, I doubt you can see this, but it appears to be about a 5-inch appropriately inner diameter BB barrel, with the last ½ inch is like oversized, and that must be to catch that spring that gives the tension. So I'm not going to bore you with a whole bunch of specs, but suffice it to say it's a nice replica, all metal. The CO2 goes in the grip. There is a hex key that goes in the bottom to tighten and loosen, which is kind of a nice thing so you don't lose and it's usually a really big hex key. Nice rubberized grip. I don't care today so much about the velocity or chronoing. I just want to see how accurate this BB pistol is with 3 different BBs. The reason there are 3 different BBs is because they're actually made of different components. Like this one is somehow, it says it's anodized black, but it might even be black zinc, I'm not sure. These are copper plated, and the name Copperhead from Crossman, one to be black diamond, and these Air Venturi zinc plated. Another interesting thing is when you mic these out, these are actually 0.171 diameter, 0.172, and 0.173. So these are the smallest, medium, and largest, just by literally 1,000ths each. But we'll see how they each perform in there. But that's really all I wanted to do today. Share how it works. and let's get going. So I'm going to go ahead and load up a CO2 and get a target down yonder, my 30 feet, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, I've got a CO2 all loaded up in there with a drop of oil, lubricate the internals. Like I say, I have not shot this before. I did run a quick swab down the barrel right after I took it out. There was the typical dusty garbage, grime I guess I call it, but nothing major. So I think I'll start with some Hornady black diamonds. And we'll see if I can get these on the table without too much of a hassle. Well, a lot of times you can put these into some kind of a cup or something, and just to load the cartridge, oops, sorry about that, to load the cartridge, you just push it in and then it's ready to go. But if you had them in a captive in like a cup or something, they wouldn't be rolling around. All right, let's give this a try. And I will obviously edit out the time between shots and all my walking and hopefully some of the chit-chatting. All right, here we go. Okay, that's really amazing to me because my pellet version of this, which of course came with the undersized barrel, out of the package did not shoot this accurately with pellets because of course it had the little bit of rifle barrel to go down, and then it jumped into a giant diameter smooth bore, even larger than a BB size. So this is, to me, really, really good for a BB gun. Now these were the Hornady Black Diamond, and what did I say they were? They're 0.171 inch. I'm going to now switch to the Crossman Copperhead, which are the copper-plated BBs that are 0.172 diameter. I am going to go back now and shoot the Crossman Copperheads, and of course I'll edit out all my walking, talking, time between shots. Actually, that's still not too bad. All right, now it is time for the Air Venturis, which are the largest of the three. They're zinc plated. They are 0.173 inches. These are about the largest BBs I think I own, actually. So we'll see how these turn out. All right, here we go. Well, that is really interesting because it started off like gangbusters. But again, it's a BB gun, it's a BB pistol, so it's not going to be all that accurate. But it's amazing how the first three did this and the second three did that, and I literally believe I did the same thing each time. But let's go back now. So these again were the BBs that I used. These were 0.171, these are 0.172 and 0.173. And I can't tell for the life of me which one is actually better. I guess I'll have to get out and measure. If that's, yeah, these look a little bit like they're too far apart, like triangularly. So I would say that the Crossman Copperhead, again, this is just in my hand shooting. It's by no means any expert thing, just what my experience is. Okay, just roughly. Okay, so after a hotly contested, slightly inept measuring, it looks like we've got 1.25 inches with the Crossman and 1 1/8 with the Black Diamond and 1 1/16 with the Air Venturi. So they're all really, really close, but it looks like the Air Venturi, and it really, those first three really probably did so good. And if it wouldn't have been for that crazy one, I think that was the 4th shot. I don't remember, but in any case, that's still pretty damn good. So I can't complain. It's way better than my my first pellet version, the steel gray pellet one was. And you can check those videos out on my page. So I'm really happy with this. I think that's more than accurate for a BB pistol. I have no complaints about that. It's probably the one I should have bought in the first place, but live and learn. Buy once, cry once, buy twice. I still only cried once, but still. All right. Hope you enjoyed some of this. As always, take care. See ya.